The length of the badminton court for singles is 13.40 meters. Who is the administrative head of the Indian Audit and Accounts Department? The Comptroller and Auditor General. Which of the following is the largest pan-India scheme to strengthen healthcare infrastructure across the country with focus on primary, secondary, and tertiary care services? PM-ABHIM. Which of the following festival is associated with the term ties of protection? Raksha Bandhan. In October 2021, 19-year-old Anshu Malik won the silver medal at the World Wrestling Championship. Bihar emerged as the poorest state as per the first ever multi-dimensional poverty index prepared by Niti Aayog and launched in November 2021. The consumption of fixed capital is also known as depreciation. The Vedic Aryans lived in the area called Sapt Sindhu, which means area drained by 7 rivers. One of the rivers among the 7 is Jhelum. What was its ancient name? Vitasta. In Chola administration, Sabha was the assembly in the villages which were inhabited predominantly by the Brahmanas. Which of the following states is not a part of Tapi Basin? Rajasthan. Which of the following is used as a cooling medium for the Large Hadron Collider LHC and the superconducting magnets in MRI scanners and NMR spectrometers? Helium. In 2018, Google Doodle celebrated the 100th birthday of Mrinalini Sarabhai. She is an exponent of which of the following dance forms? Bharatnatyam and Kathakali. Bharatnatyam expresses South Indian religious themes and spiritual ideas of Saivism. Who among the following musicians is popular for his mastery over the musical instrument sitar? Vilayat Khan. Which of the following countries was the host of AFC Women's Asia Cup Football 2022? India. Miss Bhakti Pradeep Kulkarni was conferred with the Arjuna Award 2022 for her outstanding contribution in which of the following sports? Chess. Who among the following was the founder of Tiger Legion or Free India Legion? Subhash Chandra Bose. Name a reproductive strategy in which parasites take advantage of the care of other individuals of the same species or different species to raise their young. Brood parasitism. On the basis of Tribal Population 2011, identify the options of the arranges the following states in ascending order. 1. C. Orissa. B. Maharashtra. A. Madhya Pradesh. In which industrial policy was the investment limit for tiny industry unit increased to Rs 2 lakh? 1980. Which scientist thought of the concept of steady state of the universe? Fred Hoyle. That's the column. Answer is option number 2, 1B, 2A, 3D, 4C. Ryotwari settlement of revenue collection in India, introduced by the British, was based on the Ricardian theory of rent. Who received the Nobel Prize in 1901 for recognition of the extraordinary services rendered by the discovery of the laws of chemical dynamics and osmotic pressure in solutions? Jacobus Hendrikus van 't Hoff. Which of the following articles of the Indian Constitution are related to citizenship? Article 5 to 11. Which of the following musical instruments were played by the musicians such as Sakhur Khan and Pandit Ram Narayan? Sarangi. According to IBEF 2021, the Indian pharmaceutical industry ranks third in the world on the basis of volume. When did Linus Carl Pauling receive the Nobel Prize in Chemistry for his research into the nature of chemical bond and its applications to the elucidation of structure of complex substances? 1954. Das Kathiya of Odisha is a tribal dance performed by two males depicting the historic and Puranic events. K.A. Nazib vs. Union of India case deals with the violation of rights under Article 21. Which of the following is the red algae? Rhodophyceae. What will be the atomic number of an element X which is placed in period 2 and group 17? 9. In which 2 consecutive years was there no chief guest at the Republic Day celebration of India? 2021 and 2022. Fisher's quantity theory is explained by his famous equation given as MV equal to PT. Before the rise of the modern industrial system, Indian exports consisted chiefly of manufacturers like cotton and silk fabrics. The Kanchenjunga Peak is located in which subdivision of Himalaya from the following? Darjeeling and Sikkim Himalayas. Guru Bipin Singh and Nritya Charya Awardee, Sangeet Natak Awardee, Kalidas Samman Awardee was renowned for promoting which classical dance form? Manipuri. Who holds the authority of transferring judges from one high court to another high court? The President of India. When acidification is the process of complete or incomplete oxidation or hydrolysis of fats and oils when exposed to air, light, moisture, or bacterial action that spoils food. Which of the following is a Tibeto-Burman language? Tripuri. Who among the following was the author of the play Vriksha Katika? Sudraka. Select the false statement from the given option.
God with pleasantness.
Bical rocks are formed from the dissolved material that precipitate from the solution. This is false statement. Pathans in the northwest India organized society of Khudai Khidmatgars, popularly known as Red Shirt, under whose leadership Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan. In which of the following states or union territories were the 36th National Games held? Gujarat. Which of the following was established in Bombay in 1875? Arya Samaj. Which of the following options conveys the meaning of the word republic in the Indian Constitution? Elected head. Who among the following was defeated in the Battle of Chanderi in 1528? Medini Rai. The venue of the 2020 Olympic Games was Tokyo, Japan. When was the International Day of the Girl Child 2021 celebrated? 11 October. In January 2022, which state government has extended its integrated initiative for the empowerment of persons with disabilities, the Bima Boy Bina Kayama Samarthya Abhiyan, for the next 5 years? Odisha state government. Ambubati Mela Fair is held in which of the temples of Northeast India? Kamakhya Temple. Which of the following groups of states recorded very high population growth rate during 2001 to 2011 census of India? Meghalaya, Arunachal Pradesh, Bihar. A wealthy person in the early Vedic period was known as Gomad. India has been ranked in the Medical Tourism Index (MTI) for 2020-21 out of 46 destinations by the Medical Tourist Association. 10th rank. The Jaffo Range, which is 3,014 meter high, is located in which state? Nagaland. Who among the following performing artists bagged the Best Actress Award for Meena Guzari in 1975? Malika Sarabhai. Urmila Satyanarayan is an exponent of which Indian classical dance form? Bharatnatyam. When was the Secretary of State for India made responsible for the government of British India by bringing about changes in the home government? 1858. Which waterway provides connectivity with mainland India through India-Bangladesh Protocol Route? National Waterways 2. In 2021, the Indian men's cricket team defeated Australia at the Gabba Stadium in a test match, becoming the only cricket team to defeat Australia in Brisbane since 1988. The fundamental duties were added to the Constitution of India by the 42nd Amendment. Lord Louis Mountbatten announced the bifurcation of the British Indian Empire into a secular India and Islamic Pakistan. Which of the following cells are found in the liver of mammals? Kupffer cells. Who is the first law officer of India? Attorney General of India. The Sailendra kings, who founded their empire in Southeast Asia in the 8th century AD, were the followers of Buddhism. Which vitamin D analog is used to treat hypoparathyroidism, refractory rickets, and familial hypophosphatemia? Ergocalciferol. Which of the following is not a type of rock? Trace rock. Whom among the following players is associated with javelin throw? Neeraj Chopra. From which Latin word is the S-block element calcium derived? Calyx. Arrange the following development financial institutions in the correct chronological order according to the year they were set up. 2. That is Industrial Finance Corporation of India IFCI, Industrial Credit and Investment Corporation of India, Industrial Development Bank of India. Who among the following was the chief guest of India's 74th Republic Day celebration? Abdel Fattah al-Sisi. Which of the following sitar player was awarded the Bharat Ratna in the year 1999? Pandit Ravi Shankar. Mudra is a financial institution set up by the Government of India for the development and refinancing of micro-units enterprises. The full form of Mudra is Micro-Units Development and Refinance Agency. The first Paralympic Games were held in which year? 1960. The suitability of post-tensioning is good for long spans. Which Chinese traveler visited India during the reign of Harshvardhana? Hyun-sung. Thomas Cup is a or and? Biennial event. Penalty corner is related to which of the following sports? Hockey. Which is the only living representative of Sphenocida that has an underground creeping and perennial rhizome that gives off aerial as well as underground branches? Equisetum. Trichloromethane is better known as chloroform. Which constitutional amendment added fundamental duties in the Constitution? 42nd Amendment Act 1976. Match the column. 1. Kerala, Andamalai Hills, Meghalaya, Garo Hills, Mizoram, Lusai Hills. Vijayanagar Emperor Krishna Devaraya founded a suburban township near Vijayanagara called Nagalapuram after his mother. How many nominated members are there in the Legislative Assembly of Telangana? 1. On International Women's Day 2022, the Ministry of MSME launched an entrepreneurship drive for women by which of the following names? 1. Samart. What are the main energy sources for Earth's internal heat engine? Radiogenic heat and primordial heat. Select the correct statement about the achievement of Shruti Bandyopadhyaya an eminent Manipuri dancer. She received Sangeet Natak Academy Award for the year 2020. Which of the given personalities is not associated with Carnatic music? Vishnu Narayan Bhatkhande. Which of the following acts was introduced to regulate foreign exchange in India in 1973? 1. FERA. Which of the following dances is performed by Santal tribe of Jharkhand? Gk Dasen. Which of the following cell organelles is made up of ribosomal RNA and protein? Ribosome. Sri Sagar Kailas of Khalkar was in use for being conferred with Arjuna Award 2022 for his outstanding contribution in which of the following sports? Malakam. Who among the following was the first person to discuss poverty line in pre-independent India? Dadabhai Naorozi. Identify the groups of states that are covered in Sardar Sarovar project. Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat and Rajasthan. Which German scientist and physicist proposed that an aromatic compound must have an odd number of pairs of electron, which can mathematically be written as 4n plus 2, n is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. in 1931? Eric Huckel. Under whom was C.P. Ilbert a lone member of the council? Lord Ripon. Who among the following is the author of the book The Buddha and His Dhamma, which appeared in 1957 after the death of its author? B.R. Ambedkar. Nag Panchami is celebrated in which month of Hindu calendar? Shravan. Sajan Prakash became the first swimmer from India to breach the Olympic qualification time in swimming as he capped the qualification period with an outstanding performance in the Sid Colli Trophy in Rome, Italy in June 2021. Who is the regulator of microfinance institution in India? RBI. The Pradhan Mantri Rozgar Yojana was started during the 8th five-year plan. Ban Ganga festival takes place annually at which of the following places in Maharashtra? Mumbai. Who was the first social reformer to view modern education as a vehicle for the spread of modern ideas in the country? Rajaram Mohan Roy. The Mana Oru Mana Bari program was formally launched by the government in March 2022 to introduce English medium in government schools. Telangana. Which of the following is used to chemically test starch? Iodine solution. Which of the following is the correct match of the column A with column B? Answer is 3, 1C, 2D, 3A, 4B. Who was the first Odissi dancer from Odisha to receive Padma Vibhushan? Kelucharan Mohapatra. In which state is the Maski inscription located at present? Karnataka. When did the drafting committee publish the first draft of the Indian Constitution? February 1948. Identify the subsidiary of SAIL that is located along the Kolkata-Asansol railway line. Indian Iron and Steel Company IISCO. Name the French jeweler who traveled to India at least 6 times during the Mughal period. Jean-Baptiste Tavernier. Which of the following states in India during October to December receive rainfall due to northeast monsoon? Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and Andhra Pradesh. Machines, tools, and implements and buildings are examples of which type of goods? Capital goods. Which of the following has the highest value of resistivity? Nichrome. Asad Ali Khan is best known for his mastery over which of the following given musical instruments? Rudra Veena. The part of Himalayas lying between Sutlej and Kali River is known as Kumaon Himalayas. In December 2021, Anchal Thakur was in news for winning a bronze medal at an international event. Which sport is she associated with? Alpine skiing. Which of the following organization is credited with writing literacy piece for the abolition of Sati Pratha? The Brahmo Samaj. The pension payable to or in respect of the officers and servants of the Supreme Court are charged upon Consolidated Fund of India. On 20 July 2021, the Supreme Court struck down certain provisions of Part 9b of the Constitution of India. Part 9b was related to cooperative societies. Which of the following Indian states was the host of the 36th National Games? Gujarat. Which element of group 17 has 2 isotopes of masses 35 and 37 AMU with average abundance of 75.77% and 24.23% respectively? Chlorine. Dalkhai is a folk dance of which of the following states of India? Orissa. Which of the following countries never hosted the Paralympic Games? India. The Right to Work Plan under the National Rural Employment Guarantee Act 2005 was implemented in how many districts in the first phase? 200 districts. President of India Draupadi Murmu presented the 7th edition of the Digital India Awards on 7 January 2023 in New Delhi. In January 2022, who was named for the Rachel Heyhoe Flynn Trophy for ICC Women's Cricketer of the Year? Smriti Mandana. The chemical formula of propene is C3H6. Which of the following is the closest wild relative of domestic cattle protected in some of the famous national parks of India like Nagarhole and Bandipur? Gaur. An annual statement of the estimated receipts and expenditure of the government over the fiscal year is known as budget. What is the name of the scheme? Loans to fund infrastructure and social development projects in the Northeast for a period of 4 years from 2022-23 to 2025-26. PM Divine. Who was hailed as a resident dancer of Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam for her unique contribution to the promotion of classical dance forms? Yamini Krishnamurthy. in February 2021, through which of the following cases did the Supreme Court rule that in the cases when the juvenile offender is under 18 years and above 16 years, he or she should be remitted to Jurisdictional Juvenile Justice Board. Devilal versus State of Madhya Pradesh. Which part of the Constitution of India contains the provisions of Union Executive? Part 5. Which of the following countries won the highest number of gold medals in the Tokyo Paralympic 2020? China. Which of the following countries has hosted the 3 Asian Games? South Korea. Who led the English army in the Battle of Buxar? Hector Munro. Which of the following amendments to the Indian Constitution made the right to property a legal right in place of fundamental right? 44th Amendment. Changai dance is associated with which Indian state? Nagaland. Which is the national fruit of Bangladesh? Jackfruit. Which of the following chemicals is used as a preservative to slow browning and discoloration in foods and beverages during preparation, storage, and distribution? Sulfites. Which of the following reforming societies believe Vedas to be the fountain of all the knowledge? Arya Samaj. Which of the following pairs of musicians and their instruments is incorrect? Pandit Ram Narayan Sarot. The second 5-year plan had a major goal of achieving which of the following targets? Rapid industrialization with focus on heavy industries. Seismograph is used to measure earthquakes. This event is celebrated to mark the resurrection of Christ. Identify the event. Easter. Which of the following is another name for starch found mainly in the pulp of seeds, fruits, tubers, roots, and stem of plants, especially in corn, potatoes, wheat, and rice? Amylum. Which of the following systems of the Delhi Sultanate had an influence on the Bahmani and Vijayanagar kingdoms? Iqtidari system. What is the product formed when CH3CH2OH reacts with O2? CO2 plus H2O plus heat and light. What was the function of an officer called Samahartha? Tax assessment. Consider the following statements about unemployment in India. Only C is correct. Higher cropping intensity is desirable for reducing unemployment in the rural economy. The folk dance of Kumi is performed by the women of which Indian state? Tamil Nadu. Fundamental duties were not placed in Part 3 of the Indian Constitution because Part 3 is justiciable. Which of the following is not a function of money? Problem in storage. Benzophenone is naturally occurring organic compounds with the formula C6H52CO. What is the priority zone of the Amrut Atal mission for Rejuvenation and Urban Transformation Mission, which was launched by the Government of India in 2015? Water supply followed by sewerage. Who was the founder of Harijan Sevak Sangh, founded in 1932? Mahatma Gandhi. Sohan Singh Bhakna and Har Dayal were primarily associated with which of the following organization? Gadar Party. During the reign of which of the following rulers did Yuan Sang, a Chinese traveler, come to India? During the reign of Harshvardhana. What was India's rank in Paralympic 2020? 24. Shahid Parvez Khan, Buddh Aditya Mukherjee, and Anushka Shankar are associated with which of the following musical instruments? Sitar. Who was awarded the Mother Teresa Memorial Award for Social Justice 2021? Anil Prakash Joshi. Identify the element, one that does not belong to group 1 of the modern periodic table. Hydrogen. One of the important institutes associated with Green Revolution is the Indian Agriculture Research Institute. Where is it located? New Delhi. Which of the following articles of the Indian Constitution provides for a bicameral Parliament of India? Article 79. Satya Ram Riyang received the Padma Shri for promoting the Hozagari dance form. He belongs to which of the following states? Tripura. Which of the following pairs is incorrectly matched? Ancylostoma pinworm. Which sodium compound is the most popular additive to various items such as sauces, salad dressing, and beverages for its preservative action? Sodium benzoate. Mosindram in the southern range of the Khasi Hills receives the highest average rainfall in the world. The Baila Dila range of Chhattisgarh is famous for which of the following minerals? Iron ore. On 28 June 2021, the Supreme Court of India held that persons with disabilities have a right to reservation in promotion under Article 16(4) of the Constitution of India 1950 in the case of State of Kerala versus Lisama Joseph. In the Olympic flag, the total number of rings are 5. Who is the author of Tariq-e-Firuz Shahi? Ziauddin Barani. The Desh Ka Mentor program, launched by the Delhi government in October 2021, is for the students of classes 9 to 12. The Hermes festival is widely celebrated in which state of India? Ladakh. Intensive agriculture implies use of more labor and capital inputs on the given land under cultivation. Nana Sahib, a rebel at Kanpur, was the son of which of the following Peshwas? Bazirao II. Which of the following hill station does not experience snowfall in winters? Oti. School and hostels under the Ministry of Education's Samagra Shiksha scheme will be renamed after Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. On 7 November 2022, Prime Minister Narendra Modi attended and offered prayers at the celebration of the 553rd Prakash Parv of Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji at New Delhi. Match column A with column B. Answer is option 3. A 4, B 3, C 2, D 1. What helps making the acidic food alkaline that is coming from the stomach? Bile juice. For which discovery did William Bradford Shockley, John Burden, and Walter Hauser Brattain jointly received the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1956? For the discovery of transistor effect. Which group of rivers is a part of the peninsular drainage system? Mahanadi and Godavari. Asoka sent a mission to spread the principle of Dhamma, led by his son Mahendra and daughter Sanghamitra to Ceylon. If the government revenue expenditure exceeds revenue received, it is called revenue deficit. Paramvir Chakra, Asok Chakra, and Veer Chakra are presented during the celebration of which day? Republic Day. The musician Sivamani is associated with which musical instrument? Drums. Who among the following was the slave general of Alauddin Khilji, who led his battle army against Ramchandra of Devagiri? Malik Kafur. Padma Shri awardee in 2022, Arjun Singh Dhruve is a tribal dancer of which of the following dance form? Baiga. The number of on-field umpires in cricket matches is 2. Borgit is associated with which Indian classical dance form? Satriya. BFSI stands for Banking, Financial Services and Insurance in India. It is a broad term for industries that offer financial products and services. What happens to the atomic size as you go down the group? It increases. The fundamental duties of citizens were added into the Constitution of India upon the recommendation of which of the following committees? Swarn Singh Committee. Who was behind publishing the first newspaper in India? James Augustus Hickey. Which country will host the 2031 Cricket World Cup? India and Bangladesh. Haryana government announced Matru Shakti Uday Mitra scheme to provide support to women entrepreneurs and on International Women's Day 2022. Which of the following statements are correct regarding the central-state relations pertaining to the three lists of the Indian Constitution? A and B only are correct. The subjects which are not included in any of the three lists are called residuary subject. B. If there is any conflict between the union list and state list, then the former prevails. What is the child sex ratio in India in 2011 census? 914 female per 1,000 males. At which Olympic Games did India win a gold medal for the first time? 1928 Amsterdam. Identify the black soil region of India from the following. Deccan Trap. Who is the first Indian woman to win an Olympic medal? Karna Maleswari. Which of the following statements are correct regarding the Indian Public Service Commission? B and C only. The Government of India Act 1935 envisages a Public Service Commission for the Federation and a Provincial Public Service Commission for each province or a group of provinces. C. The Federal Public Service Commission came to be known as the Indian Public Service Commission by virtue of Clause 1 of Article 378 of the Constitution in 1950. Which article of the Indian Constitution talks about abolition of titles? Article 18. What is humidity? Humidity is when water vapor is present in the air. The authorities of which country denied the permission to land the ship Komat Gatang Maru carrying Indians? Canada. During which festival is Garba performed? Navratri. In December 2021, the Supreme Court suspended OBC quotas for local body elections in which of the following state? Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh. This festival was started by the government of Nagaland in 2000 to encourage interaction among the tribes and to promote cultural heritage of the state. Identify the festival. Hornbill Festival. How many industries were listed in Schedule A of Industrial Policy 1956? 17 industries. Identify the option that arranges the following neighboring countries of India according to their Human Development Index, ranked in 2021-22 in increasing order. 2. A, B, C, D. Sri Lanka, Maldives, Bhutan, Bangladesh. Asansol, Howrah, Malda and Sialdah division comes under which railway zone of India? Eastern Railway. What cell housed in osmoregulation in platyhelminths means? Flame cells. Who became the first women officer to join Army Aviation Corps as combat aviator after the successful completion of training in May 2022? Captain Abhilasa Barak. Malik Anbar, who resisted Mughals in Deccan, was an able administrator of which state? Ahmednagar. Who among the following is associated with the musical instrument Sur Bahar? Annapurna Devi. President Ramnath Kovind conferred which award on Matha B. Manjama for Jagati Nritya in 2021? Padma Shri. Who among the following sports person was awarded the Chhattisgarh Varni Award 2021? Duty Chand. Ferns and horsetails and locophiles belongs to which of the following groups? Pteridophyta. The Astadhyayi of Panini is a renowned work on Sanskrit grammar. Which of the following statement is not correct about surface tension? At room temperature, surface tension of water is less than ethyl alcohol. M2 is one of the measures of money supply. M2 is the sum of M1 plus saving deposits with post office. In which year was the Vernacular Press Act enacted in British India? 1878. Which of the following is the correct Lewis structure of O3? D is the answer. Narthaki Nataraj Padma Shri awardee in 2019 was conferred this award for which of the following contributions? Overcoming social exclusion through Bharatanatyam dance performances. Muhammad bin Tughlaq introduced a copper coin called Gk in place of the silver coin. The approximate amount of silica present in the semen is between 17% and 25%. According to article of the Constitution of India, it shall be the duty of every citizen of India to develop the scientific temper, humanism and the spirit of inquiry and reform. 51A of the Constitution. According to Köppen scheme, which type of climate is denoted by CWG in India? Monsoon with dry winter. The Hemis festival has an influence of which religion? Buddhism. In cells, proteins are synthesized in ribosomes. The Telugu movie RRR created history by winning a Golden Globe for the Natu Natu song, composed by whom among the following personalities? M.M. Keeravani. In July 2021, the Government of India launched a national initiative for proficiency in reading with understanding and numeracy, Nipun Bharat, for ensuring that every child in the country necessarily attains foundational literacy and numeracy by the end of grade 3. Allaripu is a dance piece from which of the following classical dance of India? Bharatnatyam. What is Tiblux? Blind snake. Which of the following periods is referred to as period of stagnant or stationary phase of growth of India's population? 1901 to 1921. In which 5-year plan was the process of economic reforms introduced in India? 8 5-year plan. How many points are there in the fourth set in volleyball? 25 points. Who among the following leaders led the Bardoli Satyagraha? Vallabhbhai Patel. Which of the following is an institutional source of credit in India? Commercial banks. In India, the state election commissioner is appointed by the governor. Which scientist revised the nebular hypothesis in 1796? Perry Laplace. Who among the following has been named as the World Bank Education Advisor for the period of June 2021 to June 2024? Ranjit Singh Dissal. Which region has the maximum concentration of iron and steel industries in India? Chota Nagpur Plateau. The Indian Railway on October 7, 2021 launched and operated 2 long-haul freight trains named to provide a very effective solution to the problems of capacity constraints in critical rail section. Trisul and Garuda. Maximum how many overs can a bowler bowl in ODI cricket matches? 10. Who among the following Mauryan kings gave up war after the Battle of Kalinga? Asoka. Who among the following was the founder of Aligarh movement, which was largely responsible for the revival of Muslims in India? Syed Ahmed Khan. Which of the following are metalloids? Boron, silicon, and antimony. The cultivation of Coffee was introduced on the Baba Budan Hills in India. Due to the attraction of the sun and the moon, what is the frequency of up and falls down of ocean water in a day? 2. R.G. Bhandarkar was the popular leader of which reforming society? Prarthana Samaj. Sports Authority of India, the apex body for sports promotion, was set up in the year 1984. Mahapajapati Gautami was the first woman to be ordained as bhikkhuni in the Buddhism. A non-SI unit called NIT is the unit of which of the following photometric quantities used to measure a multitude of light intensity? Luminance. On 29 July 2021, the Government of India launched Vidya Pravesh, a preschool preparing program for Class 4 students, preparing the children for school. The origin of the directive principle of state policy can be traced to which of the following? Karachi Resolution. Industries are classified into 3 categories in the Industrial Policy Resolution. We have wings is associated with which of the following sports event? Paralympic 2022. Which of the following is not a freshwater lake in India? Pulikat Lake. Single-celled life forms were discovered by Anton van Leeuwenhoek in 1674. Match the following neighboring countries of India with their official languages. 1C, 2A, 3B. Who led the revolt of 1857 in Bihar? Veer Kunwar Singh. The Thabal Chongba is a folk dance of which Indian state? Manipur. Sisodia Rajput ruler of Mewar, Amar Singh accepted Mughal services during the reign of Jahangir. Select the incorrect statement about gymnosperms. Gymnosperms are seedless flowering plants. The total number of ministers, including the chief minister, in the Council of Ministers in a state shall not exceed 15% of the total number of members of the Legislative Assembly of that state. Identify an application in which solar cells are not used. Leaf system. Diwali falls in which of the following months of the Hindu calendar? Kartika. The biennial tri-services ambitious exercise and facts was conducted in Andhra Pradesh from 17 to 29 January 2023. Padmaja Reddy, who was conferred the Padma Shri in 2022, is renowned for which of the following dance forms? Kuchipudi. Select the correct sequence of the musical instruments according to the given sequence of their associated personalities. Ustad Allah Rakha, Tota Ram Sarma, T.H. Vinayakam. Tabla, Pakawach, Gatam. What is the name of the scheme launched in 2022 for the welfare measures of the transgender community and for persons who are engaged in the act of begging? Smile. GDP deflator. Nominal GDP divided by real GDP in 200. In which state is the Chithirai festival celebrated. Tamil Nadu. Kalbelia dance is generally performed in which of the following states of India? Rajasthan. The rule of English East India Company was established in British India under the Government of India Act 1858. Which of the following is a highly electropositive element that readily gives up an electron in order to gain a stable electronic configuration? Oxygen. The famous scientist Albert Einstein was inspired by whose idea of non-violence? Mahatma Gandhi. Which of the following is incorrectly matched? Montane climate, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and Jharkhand. Diwan-e-Arj was essentially the Department of Military Services under Delhi Sultanate. What is the full form of IADP? Intensive Agricultural District Program. Who among the following has been appointed as the new chairperson of National Company Law Appellate Tribunal (NCLAT) for a period of 4 years or until he gains the age of 70 years, whichever is the earliest in November 2021? Justice Ashok Bhushan. Under which policy has the Union Minister of Power launched a scheme for a procurement of aggregate power of 4,500 megawatt for 5 years? Shakti policy. Which element was arbitrarily assigned a value of 4.0 in the halogen section in 1922 by Linus Pauling, an American scientist? Fluorine. The Mitra scheme was first announced in the Union Budget for 2021-22 to set up world-class infrastructure in which sector? Textile industry. Where in India are the Sundari trees that provide durable and hard timber found? Mangrove forest. Which of the following is not included in domestic income? Income earned by the non-residents outside the country. As per National Family Health Survey NFHS 5, 2019-21, what percentage of women have a bank or saving account that they themselves use? 78.6%. Tansen, which was included in the Ratnas of Akbar, was an expert in playing which of the following musical instrument? Rabab. Match the following countries with respect to their ranking on Global Hunger Index 2022 out of 121 countries. 1B, 2A, 3C. Mitochondria is not found in bacteria. Which of the following pairs is or are correctly matched regarding the terminologies used in the Parliament? Only A is correct, that is appropriation bill, a money bill passed for providing for the withdrawal or appropriation from and out of the Consolidated Fund of India. Sangeet Nata Academy Award Academy Puraskar for the year 2020 was awarded to Meenakshi Chittaranjan for her contribution to which of the following? Bharatnatyam. Select the incorrect statement about phylum Arthropoda. Lignin is the main component of the exoskeletons of arthropods. 162 countries participated in the Tokyo Paralympic 2020. Who sent the Greek ambassador Megasthenes to the court of Chandragupta Maurya? Seleucus. Which of the following amendment acts included fundamental duties in the Constitution of India? 42nd Amendment Act. Which of the following states recognize the Dahi Handi as sports event. Maharashtra. The National Multidimensional Poverty Index 2021 (MPI) was released by which of the following? Niti Aayog. In which year did E. Gorter and F. Grendel make a breakthrough by examining the surface area of lipids and concluded that the lipid surface surrounding cells must be of 2 layers? In the year 1925. Who among the following advocated the ideology of Oru Jati, Oru Matham, Oru Daivam, Manusyanu, one caste, one religion, one God for humankind? Narayana Guru. In November 2022, the Union Cabinet, chaired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, approved the naming of Greenfield Airport at Hooghly, Itanagar as Donyi Polo Airport. According to 2011 census of India, which state has the highest population in India? Uttar Pradesh. According to a written reply to the Lok Sabha by Government of India as on 20 July 2022, approximately 28 crores unorganized sector workers are registered on the e-Shram portal. Mopla or Muslim peasants created a powerful anti-zamindar movement in Kerala. Match the animal in column A with the phylum they belong to in column B. 1. D 2. C 3. B 4. A. Which part of the Constitution of India incorporates the directive principle of state policy? Part 4. Imad Shahi family was known for the foundation of which state? Berar. The activity of making a human pyramid and putting efforts to break an earthen pot filled with buttermilk is associated with which festival? Janmashtami. Who among the following was the author of Indika, an account of India under the reign of Maurya dynasty? Megasthenes. Which is the first integral steel plant in the public sector in India? Rourkela Steel Plant. Kamalini and Nalini Asthana were conferred the Padma Shri in 2022 for which of the following? For teaching and propagating Kathak globally. Net investment plus depreciation gives an estimate of which of the following? Gross investment. Who among the following Indian classical tabla player was called Abbazi? He collaborated with American jazz drummer Buddy Rich to create a music album in 1968. Allah Rakha. The first phase of the action plan for the introduction of the cheetah in India witnessed 8 cheetah being released in the Kuno National Park of Madhya Pradesh in September 2022. The famous physicist Victor Franz Hess is known for the discovery of cosmic radiation. Identify the water harvesting system in Western Himalayas. Girls. Which of the following states has won the 2022 Santosh Trophy? Kerala State. Which of the following statements are correct regarding composition of the State Legislative Council? A, B, and C only. That is, the maximum strength of the council is fixed at 1/3 of the total strength of the assembly. The minimum strength of the council is fixed at 40. A total of the total number of members of a Legislative Council are indirectly elected and members are nominated. In which of the following session of the IOC Executive Board meeting was Brisbane voted to host the 2032 Olympic and Paralympic? 138th session held in Tokyo. When did Henry Cavendish report the measurement of the gravitational constant with the mass and density of the Earth? June 1798. Which of the following has been characteristic of Green Revolution? Only A and C, that is spurt in crop productivity and rise in acreage. Which of the following awards was received by Pandit Birju Maharaj in 1986? Padma Vibhushan. The Pradhan Mantri Jivan Jyoti Bima Yojana is for Indian citizens in the age group of 18 to 50 years. Pandit Jasraj, Bhimsen Joshi and Zakir Hussain are associated with which form of music? Hindustani classical music. Lord Curzon declared the partition of Bengal. Which of the following can be referred to the estimation of poverty? Monthly per capita expenditure. Guru Shashadhar Acharya was awarded the Padma Shri in 2020 for his contribution to which of the following? Chow dance. According to the Indian calendar, Vasanta season falls in which months? Chaitra Vaisakha. Which of the following was one of the first countries to use iron for the manufacture of weapons in as early as 1700 BCE? Romania. Which plant is considered a noxious weed that has a chemical defense mechanism to protect it from predators? Calotropis. Who discovered that diborate reacts with aldehydes and ketones to produce dialloxyborates, which are hydrolyzed by water to produce alcohol? H.C. Brown. Singh Raj Adana is associated with which of the following sports event? Shooting. The origin of Carnatic music is related to which of the following dynasties? Vijayanagar. Ramakrishna Gopal Bhandarkar and Mahadev Govind Ranade carried out their work of religious reforms in Maharashtra through which of the following organization? Prarthana Samaj. Sri Om Prakash Mitharwal was in news for being conferred with Arjuna Award 2022 for his outstanding contribution in which of the following sports? Shooting. In which of the following years did India celebrate its 73rd Republic Day? 2022. In which of the following state is the National Sports University located? Manipur. What is the correct sequence of layers of earth from the outside of the planet to the inside? Crust, outermost, metal, core, innermost. Which of the following dances is not predominantly performed in the Indian state of Odisha? Bhavai dance. The minimum requirement of microfinance loans for NBFC MFIs is 75% of the total asset. Which of the following statements are correct regarding removal of President of India? A and D only. A. The impeachment process can be initiated in the either House of Parliament. D. The impeachment resolution is passed by a majority of 2/3 of the total membership of that House. Which of the following is not a fundamental right mentioned in the Indian Constitution? Right to vote. When was the Smart Cities mission launched in India? 2015. What is the common term of ancylostoma? Hookworm. 1,3-dimethylbenzene, also known as M-xylene. Who is known as the father of the Green Revolution in the world? Norman Borlaug. The state of Kerala versus Lisama Joseph case deals with persons with disabilities. What is the percentage composition of the element H2SO3? Option 4. Which is the correct sequence of lakes according to depth from maximum to minimum? Baikal, Tanganyika, Caspian Sea, Vostok. Justice N.V. Ramana was appointed as the 44th Chief Justice of India in April 2021. In a plant, pectin is present in the middle of lamella, primary cell and secondary wall and accumulates in the initial stages of development during cell expansion. Which of the following was established on the recommendation of the Hilton-Young Commission? RBI. The Olympic Games are held every 4 years. Joravar Singh Yadav was awarded the Padma Shri 2019 for his contribution to which of the following dance form? Gujarati folk dance form Bhavai. Hind Swaraj or Indian Home Rule is written by which of the following freedom fighters? Mahatma Gandhi. Who among the following won the Padma Award for the year 2023 for his effort on S&T-based innovative ways of creating Naga folk music? Moa Sobong. The total number of medals won by India in Paralympic 2020 was 19 medals. Amatya in the Saptang theory of Kautilya denotes which of the following? Minister and officials. Which 5-year plan emphasized on the development of industries and industrial base in India? Second. In which city of Assam is the tea festival celebrated every year? In the city of Jorhat. Which of the following pairs is incorrectly matched? Pteridophyta caicus. India can be considered to be a country with demographic dividend due to high population between 15 to 64 years. The famous musician Fayaz Khan is associated with which musical instrument? Tabla. The Raigarh Gharana is associated with which of the following dance form? Kathak. Whose law states that total energy per unit mass of flowing fluid at any point in the subsurface is the sum of the kinetic potential and fluid pressure energy and is equal to a constant value? Daniel Bernoulli. What is the name of the flagship program that was launched in 2005 to address the lack of infrastructure in urban India? Jawaharlal Nehru National Urban Renewal Mission. The Indian Constitution was enacted on which of the following dates? 26 November 1949. Which state is also known as the Molasses Basin, which is made up of soft unconsolidated deposits? Mizoram. Abdur Razak, an envoy from Persia, came to Vijayanagar during the reign of whose rule? Deva Raya II. As per Article 172 to Legislative Council of the state shall not be subject to dissolution. Justice Indu Malhotra penned a dissenting option in which of the following landmark judgment: Entry of women to Sabarimala. Mahatma Gandhi returned to India from South Africa in January 1915. Which Grand Slam tournament was played between 17 to 30 January 2022? Australian Open. Why is PC Mahalanobis' name talked about in the context of 5-year plan? He conceptualized the framework for the second 5-year plan. Which from the following is a phylum of animal found in freshwater ponds, lakes, and swamps, provides setae or peropodia for locomotion? Annelida. Which autonomous body was operationalized under the Ministry of Surface Transport in 1995? National Highway Authority of India. The slogan of which census of India was "Our Census, Our Future"? 2011. Microcredit or microfinance is a novel approach to bank with poor. In this approach, bank credit is extended to the poor through self-help groups. Which state ranked first with a total length of 31.2 thousand km of rivers and canals, which is about 17% of the total length of rivers and canals in the country? Uttar Pradesh. Hindustan Copper Limited was incorporated in the year 1967. Vazira Chitrasena of Sri Lanka was conferred the Padma Shri Award 2020 for which of the following? Enriching India's Sri Lanka ties through Indian classical dance. Which pioneer scientist used radio waves to transmit signals over distance for several kilometers in the 1890s? Guillermo Marconi. India House, a revolutionary organization, was established by Syamji Krishna Verma in the spread of Indian nationalism. London. In December 2022, India's Pension Fund Regulatory and Development Authority PFRDA has recommended the federal government to introduce a pension scheme like UK pension scheme for the country's gig workers. The Prime Minister Atmanirbhar Swasth Bharat Yojana was announced in which year Union Budget? 2021-22. Which of the following state organizes Lok Rang, a 5-day festival beginning every year on 26 January? In Madhya Pradesh. The art of decoration called Pietra Dura became popular during whose reign? Shah Jahan. In 1908, Khudiram Bose and Praful Chaki threw a bomb at a carriage that was occupied, they believe, by Kingsford, the unpopular judge of Muzaffarpur. Jamda folk dance is associated with which Indian state? Jharkhand. The capital of Vazi Mahajanapada was Vaishali. In which year was the first winter edition of Olympic Games organized? 1924. Which of the following pair of compound boiling point is correct? Both 1 and 2. Chloroform 334 K, methane 111 K. Who administers oath of office to the Vice President of India? The President of India. The Constitution, Scheduled Castes and Scheduled Tribes Order, Second Amendment Bill 2022 was passed by the Parliament. This is pertaining to the state of Uttar Pradesh. Who among the following personalities is associated with the musical instrument mandolin? U. Srinivas. Which of the following committees recommended for the inclusion of fundamental duties in the Constitution of India? Swarn Singh Committee. Peperonyl ethyl acetate, butyraldehyde, and nitrate are some common adulterants used in ice cream. According to the Indian calendar, Hemanta season falls in which month? Margasirsa Posa. Which of the following has the highest boiling point? Alkenes. When was the National Urban Health Mission approved by the Government of India? 2013. According to the Census of India 2011, which group of states of India has the highest population? Uttar Pradesh and Maharashtra. Which of the following cyclones did not hit India during the year 2021-22? Julia cyclone. Identify the function of lipase in the process of digestion. Breaking down emulsified fats. Who among the following Kathak dancers of India founded the Kadamp Center for Dance in 1964? Kumudini Lakhia. Which of the following is the correct match of the column A with column B? Option 4. 1. C. 2. D. 3. B. 4. A. Which of the following is not an initiative by the government for development of microfinance sector in India? Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana. The maximum distance covered in a marathon is 42.195 km. Elphinstone was the governor of which province of India during 1819-27? Bombay. India won the Thomas Cup in the year 2022. Who was the president of the second session of Indian National Congress? Dadabhai Naorozi. Who among the following was a Padma Bhushan awardee, legendary Bharatnatyam exponent, theosophist, and founder of the Kalakshetra Dance School? Rukmani Dev Arundale. M.S. Subbulakshmi, a legend in India, is known for which of the following? Carnatic music. Which of the following is a negative effect of Green Revolution in India? Depletion of groundwater table, deterioration in the quality of soil, increased input costs. Option 3, 1, 2, and 3 is the correct answer. Under the Rail Kausal Vikas Yojana launched in September 2021, the Government of India has proposed to impart training to a total of 50,000 candidates over a 3-year period. Select the option that is true regarding the following two statements labeled assertion and reason. A. An object slips less on a rough surface than a smooth surface. R. When a surface is rough, frictional force increases. Both A. Assertion R. Reason are true, and reason R is a correct explanation of assertion A. On 1st February 2021, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman informed that Supplementary Nutrition Program and National Nutrition Mission will be merged under the umbrella of Mission Poshan 2.0. Who among the following was appointed as the chairperson of the 22nd Law Commission in 2022? Justice Rituraj Awasthi. Assume a situation where A has gone to a cinema hall with her friend to watch a movie. In the next scene, she realizes that it is her maid who is watching the movie. Now, A asks her maid to leave the cinema hall. In the above scenario, which of the following article of the Constitution of India can provide leave to the maid? Article 15 of the Indian Constitution. Who among the following was the first Chief Election Commissioner of India? Sukumar Sen. Which festival traces its origin to the Tibetan New Year, and in Ladakh, it is celebrated every year at the end of the harvesting season? Losar Festival. Sabha and Ur, two kinds of village assemblies, are referred to in which of the following dynasties? Chola dynasties. Who among the following was defeated by Mauryan Emperor Chandragupta Maurya? Seleucus Nicator. A class of organic compounds that contain an oxygen between two acyl groups is called ether. The Donate a Pension campaign under Pradhan Mantri Shram Yogi Man Dhan scheme was launched in the iconic week celebration by the Labour Minister from 7 to 19 March 2022. Under whose reign was the maximum number of books in Persian on classical Indian music written? Aurangzeb. When was the first session of the Lok Sabha of Independent India held? 13 May 1952. The cabinet mission came to India in 1946 to discuss the ultimate transfer of power. The Kambala festival is organized by farming communities in the state of Karnataka. Where does the Bay of Bengal monsoon branch and Arabian Sea branch merge? Northwestern part of Ganga Plains. Khelo India Winter Games started in which year? 2020. Gidda and Bhagra are the folk dance of which Indian state? Punjab. Which element atomic number in the periodic table is named C-Borsium according to the notation of IUPAC nomenclature? 106. Under the National Waterways Act 2016, how many inland waterways have been declared as national waterways? 111. A football match lasts 2 equal periods of 45 minutes. Ricky Case won his third Grammy under which of the following categories? Best Immersive Audio Album. Who among the following was the most famous Saka ruler who got the Sudarsana Lake in Kathiawar renovated? Rudradaman I. Agriculture sector is a part of the primary sector. If the interest rate goes up, the demand for money will fall. Which of the following states are part of Garib Kalyan Rozgar Abhiyan? Bihar and Madhya Pradesh. Who was given the title Hanjaba by the Maharaj of Manipur for reviving Manipuri dance? Bipin Singh. Which player among the following is the 23rd Women Grandmaster of India? Priyanka Notaki. Creaming fat and sugar, whipping egg whites, or whipping heavy cream are examples of which type of leavening? Mechanical leavening. Who among the following signed the Pune Pact with Mahatma Gandhi? Bhimrao Ambedkar. Identify an organism that has a well-defined muscular pharynx. Ascaris. The concept of fundamental rights first came into being in the Magna Carta in England. The partially molten upper metal material called asthenosphere is a mechanically vulnerable layer beneath the lithosphere, characterized by low seismic wave velocity and high attenuation. Which player among the following won double gold at the 4th Para Badminton National Championship in December 2021? Nitesh Kumar. Which type of liverworts form umbrella-shaped structures that raise gametophyte above the main gametophyte body and sporophytes develop below these structures? Mercantia. In 5-year plans, planned holiday is from 1966 to 1969. Who among the following leaders from INC attended the second roundtable conference? Mahatma Gandhi. Who among the following Indian musician is known as Pancham Da? Rahul Dev Burman. Who among the following became the first Indian female sailor to qualify for the Olympic when she qualified for the Tokyo 2020 Olympics? Netra Kumanan. Where was the 35th National Games held in the year 2015? Kerala. Which of the following sponsored Ubharte Sitare Fund in August 2021? Exim Bank and SIDBI. What is the total number of rivers including tributaries in Bangladesh? About 700. Kalasom is a dance sequence in which of the following classical dance of India? Kathakali. Through which of the following organization did Annie Besant promote the studies of ancient Indian religion, philosophies and doctrines? Theosophical Society. In February 2022, the Delhi High Court reserved judgment on a series of public interest litigation (PILs) challenging which exception in Section 375 of the Indian Penal Code (IPC). Marital rape. Meandrina is a generic name of which Coelenterata animal having soft tube-shaped bodies that live together in a large group? Brain coral. The chairman of a state public service commission can be removed by the order of President. Goods and service tax is an example of indirect tax. What type of vegetation is found in the plateau of Meghalaya, Sayadri, and the central and southern island of the Nicobar group? Moist tropical semi-evergreen. The first railway line in India was started from Bombay to Thane in 1853. Which of the following is a synthetic fluorinated compound with an extremely stable molecular structure known to be the most potent greenhouse gas ever found? Sulfur hexafluoride. The local communities of merchants were known as Khudirai Chettis in the Vijayanagar Empire. In case an Indian citizen is arrested and denied the right to be defended, then in such a situation, which article of the Indian Constitution can provide a relief? Article 22. Who wrote the Mauryan period book Arthasastra? Vishnu Gupta. Which of the following helps the coffee flower to blossom in Karnataka? Blossom sour. On August 15, 2022, India celebrated its 76th Independence Day from the British rule. Tila, Seti, and Berry are the tributaries of Gagra. The 36th National Games was organized by Gujarat. The National Nritya Srimona Award 2022 was awarded to Aparna Satisan for which of the following dance form? Kuchipuri. What is the name of the branch of river Godavari that joins the Bay of Bengal, flowing through Dayanam enclave of the Union Territory of Puducherry? Gotami. As per National Multidimensional Poverty Index Baseline Report published by Niti Aayog 2021, what percentage of population in urban area is poor? 8.81%. Padma Shri and Padma Bhushan awardee Yamini Krishnamurthy is renowned for Bharatnatyam and which of the following dance? Kuchipuri. When did the first 5-year plan started? 1st April 1951. Which of the following personalities is a famous Bharatnatyam dancer? Padma Subramaniam. Which of the following statement is or are correct regarding the Finance Commission of India? A only, that is, the Finance Commission consists of a chairman and 4 other members. Which of the following state governments have launched the Pare Shikshalaya scheme in February 2022? West Bengal. Where did Vivekananda participated at the World's Parliament of Religion? Chicago. The valency of R genetic is +2. In which year did an American cytogeneticist named Joe Hintizio publish a research finding that defined 2n is equal to 46 as the exact number of human chromosomes? 1956. In which district of Gujarat is the Modera Dance Festival organized by the government of Gujarat? Mehsana. In 1995, with whom did Eric Cornell experimentally produce the first Bose-Einstein condensate in a rare field gas of rubidium atoms at extremely low temperature? Carl Wayman. Identify the musician who is associated with musical instrument sarod. Alauddin Khan. When were the Commonwealth Games 2022 conducted? From 28 July 2022 to 8 August 2022. Which of the following Amendment Acts added 4 new subjects, Article 39, 39A, 43A, 48A in the Directive Principle of State Policy? 42nd Amendment Act 1976. Where does the lower salinity water rest with the higher salinity dense water? Above. Self-government or Swaraj as the ultimate goal of the Indian National Congress. This declaration was made by Dadabhai Naoroji in which of the following session of the Indian National Congress? Calcutta session. Which of the following is known as bodybuilding food? Protein. The Vakataka dynasty was directly related to which Gupta emperor? Chandragupta II. In which union budget was India's first sovereign wealth fund named National Investment and Infrastructure Fund announced? 2015-16. What is the name of the scheme launched in 2022 for SC students who could not get higher quality education in high schools? Shrestha. Krishna Deva Raya composed a work on statecraft in Telugu known as Amukta Malyada. Chamba has become the 100th Har Ghar Jal district in February 2022. What is known as aggregate monetary resources? M1 plus net time deposit of commercial bank. The colors of the square used in chessboard are white and black. In February 2021, in which of the following cases did the court observe that consent of family is not needed once two adults decide to marry? Lakshmi Bai Chandaragi versus the state of Karnataka. Which of the following organic compounds is synonymous with olefin gas, which is used to make anesthetic, refrigerants, and other chemicals? Ethylene. Which of the following is not a tributary of Godavari River? Mahi is not a tributary. What is the significance of 26 August being chosen as a day to celebrate the Republic Day aside from the adoption of the Constitution? Declaration of Purna Swaraj. During the reign of Akbar, Tatar was the land that has lain fallow for 3 or 4 years. What is the age criteria for the subscribers of Atal Pension Yojana? 18 to 40 years. Dr. D.S. Atwal was known as the father of wheat revolution in India. Which of the following can be considered as an example of flow variable? All 1, 2, and 3, that is production of rice, import of cloth, change in capital. How many main styles of Chao folk dance exist? 3. Which of the following countries will host the Para Badminton Championship in 2023? Thailand. Who among the following freedom fighters lost his life during the protests against Simon Commission, where black flags were waved at the commission? Lala Lajpat Rai. Select the correct option about kwashiorkor. Statement A. It is a form of malnutrition caused by lack of fat in the diet. Statement B. Children who develop kwashiorkor may not grow or develop properly and may remain stunted for the rest of their life. Only statement B is correct. In which year did John Newland propound the law of octaves, an innovative concept proposing the periodicity of chemical elements arranged in the order of atomic weight? 1865. Which of the following parts of the Indian Constitution deals with fundamental rights? Part 3. FTX Crypto Cup is associated with which of the following sports event? Chess. Who among the following won the Padma Award for the year 2023 for his efforts for reviving the traditional art of making etikopaka toys by adoption of eco-friendly technologies? C.V. Raju. The Finance Commission of India is required to make recommendations to the President of India. What do you call the glycocalyx when it is like a loose sheet in the cell envelope of bacteria? Slim layer. Aditi Mangal Das was conferred the Mahari Award for Dance in 2022 for which of the following dance form? Kathak. The North-South Corridor links which of the following two major cities? Srinagar and Kanyakumari. Who among the following gave the famous Do or Die slogan during Quit India movement? Mahatma Gandhi. Why do most part of India receive rainfall from June to September? Due to southwest monsoon. Shivaputra Siddharamaya Kalimat is the original name of which of the following Indian classical singers? Pandit Kumar Gandharva. The national poverty line for 2011-12 was estimated at Rs 1,000 per month for urban areas of India. Kosala Mahajanpada, 6th century BCE, is a part of modern-day Uttar Pradesh. Which article of the Indian Constitution stipulates that the law declared by the Supreme Court shall be binding on all courts within the territory of India? Article 141. Who among the following sultans of Delhi started the system of Sisda and Paibos? Ghiyasuddin Balban. Somiti is related to which of the following events? Tokyo Paralympic 2020. Pandit Kisan Maharaj of Banaras Karana was a tabla player. Identify the last element from the fifth period. Xenon. The largest freshwater lake of India is Wular Lake. Which of the following rights is guaranteed by Article 25 of the Indian Constitution? Right to freedom of religion. Which water body separates Andaman in the north and Nicobar in the south? 10-degree channel. On 30 January 2023, the two-day meeting of the first International Finance Architecture Working Group of G20, being held under the chairmanship of India, was inaugurated by the Union Minister of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare, Narendra Singh Tomar, and Minister of Food Processing Industries, Pashupati Kumar Paras in Chandigarh. Who among the following Mauryan rulers conquered Kalinga? Ashoka. The term straight drive is related to which of the following sports? Cricket. Which organic compound has a pleasant almond aroma that is commonly used to impart almond flavor to chocolate and baked goods? Benzaldehyde. What is net national product? The difference between gross national product and depreciation is net national product. Match the column 1, D, 2, C, 3, B, and 4A. Still celebrate Bandi Chhath Diwas, which coincides with which of the following Hindu festival? Diwali. Under the PL 480 scheme, India used to import wheat from which country? USA. Which crop is grown during the Jaid season in India? Cucumber. Kalakshetra style is associated with which Indian classical dance form? Bharatnatyam. When and at which place did the Jallianwala Bagh massacre take place? On 13 April 1919 at Amritsar. V. Satya Narayan Sarma, a Padma Shri awardee, was recognized for which of the following dance forms? Kuchipudi. Which of the following cities of Nepal does not have a branch of Indian Citizen Association of Nepal? Lalitpur. In February 2022, Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare announced the launch of Mary Policy Mary Haat, which is a doorstep distribution drive to deliver crop insurance policies to farmers under the Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana. In which of the following states Vidhan Sabha election was not held in 2022? Haryana. Who designed the administrative code to separate revenue administration from judicial administration? Lord Cornwallis. Identify the correct statement about Newland's law of octaves. He started with the element having the lowest atomic mass, hydrogen, and ended at thorium, which was the 56th element. The first modern Olympic Games was held in the year 1896. In which month of the Islamic calendar is Ramadan, a holy time when Muslims around the world fast and focus their attention on giving to charity, known as Zakat, observed? 9th. Radhe Sam Barle received the Padma Shri in 2020-21 for promoting the Panthi dance of tribals from the Sant Nama community on the birth anniversary of Guru Ghasidas. Which state does this dance form belong to? Chhattisgarh. Padma Shri awardee Darshana Javeri is a Manipuri dancer of India. Which of the following trade agreements aim to strengthen intra-SAARC economic cooperation to maximize the region's potential for trade and achieving development for their people? SAFTA. Which of the following articles of the Constitution of India enshrines to value and preserve the rich heritage of our composite culture? Article 51A. Chandragupta Maurya overthrew the Nanda dynasty of Magadh with the help of Vishnugupta. In December 2021, who among the following became the first ever Indian male settler to play the final of the BWF World Championship Final? Kidambi Srikanth. The sex ratio in various states and union territories is very important to get information about women in the country. Even below are statistics as per Census of India 2011. Match the following and identify the correct option. 1B, 2A, 3D, and 4C. The All India Forward Bloc was founded by Subhash Chandra Bose in 1939 after resigning from the Congress presidency. Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, National Mission for Financial Inclusion, completed how many years of implementation in 2022? 8 years. Which of the following is also known as lender of the last resort? RBI. Which of the following group elements are called halogens? Group 16. Which of the following acid makes up 55 to 80% of olive oil, making it a good choice for most cooking methods? Oleic acid. What is an instrument that sends pulses of electromagnetic energy into the atmosphere to detect rainfall, determine its speeds and intensity, and identify precipitation types such as rain, snow, or hail? Doppler weather radar. Which of the following statement is or are correct regarding parliamentary committees? 1. A only. A minister cannot be a member of the Public Accounts Committee. The famous Arabic scholar Al-Biruni came to contact with Mahmud Ghaznavi in India through the 11th century AD. When did All India Congress formalize the demand for Purna Swaraj or full independence for India? at its Lahore session in 1929. A plan of economic development for India is also known as Bombay Plan. For the year 2022, who among the following won the Indian Film Personality Award awarded by International Film Festival of India? Chiranjeevi. In the 15th century, a text called Rang Tarangini is ascribed popularly to Lochan Kavi. Which of the following statement is not correct regarding the liver? It is situated in the upper part of the abdomen on the left side. During which of the following periods was the FIFA Under-17 Women World Cup held in 2022? 11 to 30 October. Whose research was fundamental in establishing the modern discipline known as surface tension, which described the properties of liquid and solid surfaces and interfaces? Agnes Pokils. Where does the Narmada River rise? Amarkantak Range. Estimated expenditure and estimated receipt are shown by the government budget. What is the name of a metallic radioactive transuranic element with an atomic number 101 in the actinide series discovered in 1955? Mendelevium. The principal lignite reserves are in Neyveli in Tamil Nadu. In which of the following Vedas was Dasa Rasna War, the War of 10 Kings, mentioned? Rig Veda. What is the percentage share of the agricultural workers in India as per census 2011? 54.6%. Which state government launched Kaushalya Pratibha Yojana in March 2022? Chhattisgarh. Who introduced a system of dak and hulia and cash payment to soldiers in Delhi Sultanate? Alauddin Khilji. Who founded an empirical relationship between the half-life of alpha decay and the energy of the emitted alpha particles in 1911? Jaeger and Nuttall. Nati is a folk dance from which of the following states of India? Himachal Pradesh. Which of the following rivers is incorrectly matched with its respective place of origin? Satluj, Dal Lake. Identify the animal that does not have bilateral symmetry. Nidarian. The length of the pitch in cricket is 22 yards. The 13th National Voters' Day was celebrated across the country on 25th January 2023 with the President of India Draupadi Murmu gracing the national level event held at New Delhi. Which of the following pairs is incorrectly matched? Acromegaly, adrenaline. Who was the chairman of the 15th Finance Commission of India? N.K. Singh. Noted dancer Bizu Maharaj bagged the Filmfare Award for Best Choreographer for which film in 2016? Bazirao Mastani. The Sirpur National Dance and Music Festival is organized every year in which state? Chhattisgarh. Which of the following 5-year plan was prepared and launched by D.P. Dor? Fifth 5-year plan. In 2021, which state government was in the news for planning to set up a Vedic Education and Sanskar Board to revive the knowledge of Sanskrit scriptures and Vedas? Rajasthan. Which sector has the highest percentage of share goods exports in the annual GDP at the current prices for the year 2020-21? Engineering goods. Which of the following pairs is correctly matched? Article 19, protection of certain rights regarding freedom of speech. Where was first All India Kisan Sabha formed? Lucknow. U. Srinivas is a famous player of which of the following instrument? Mandolin. Who founded the independent state of Bengal? Murshid Quli Khan. Which of the following lines is not related to Kabaddi? Attack line. The central bank may increase bank rate to discourage credit in the economy. Which of the following does not come under the fundamental duties in the Constitution of India? Exercise adult franchise. Which festival has the meaning to boil or boiling in its name? Pongal festival. Vitamins and minerals are helpful for which of the following? Carry out metabolic reaction in our body. Which of the following is the correct match of the column A with column B? 1. C, 2. D, 3. B, 4. A. Emperor Asoka conquered Kalinga after how many years of his coronation? 8 years. Which article of the Constitution of India mentions that law declared by Supreme Court is binding on all courts? Article 141. Who became the first woman soldier skydiver of Indian Army to have jumped from a height of 10,000 feet? Lanch Nayak Manju. Who is known as the father of modern dance in India? Uday Shankar. In 2019, a minor planet between Mars and Jupiter was named after whom among the following Indian musician by the International Astronomical Unit IAU? Pandit Jasras. Who was the first nationalist to give the theory of drain of wealth from India to England? Dadabhai Nauroji. Himras received the Sangeeta Academy Award for his contribution to folk music and dance of Kut. Which state is the folk dance from? Jammu and Kashmir. During Alauddin Khilji's reign, the cloth market was known as Sarai-e-Adil. The Rotwari settlement in which cultivators have to pay annual taxes directly to the government was primarily introduced in which of the following provinces? Madras and Bombay. In which part of the Himalayas does its highest mountain peak Kanchenjunga lie? The Darjeeling and Sikkim Himalayas. As per the report released by Niti Aayog in September 2021 entitled Best Practices in the Performance of District Hospitals, on average, how many beds per lakh population do district hospitals have? 24 beds. In which year was the Pradhan Mantri Kausal Vikas Yojana launched? 2015. Which country hosted the FIFA World Cup 2022? Qatar. In the early 1800s, who discovered that each chemical element is made up of a unique type of atom and that atom differ by their mass? John Dalton. Match the column 1A, 2B, 3C, and 4D. As of April 2022, who among the following is the chairman of the National Green Tribunals? Others Kumar Goyal. Who was the captain of under-19 Indian cricket team in World Cup 2022? Yash Dul. Which of the following sedimentary minerals known to everyone as salt usually forms in arid climate where seawater evaporates? Halite. Which of the following modern industries was in operation in India during the British rule? Cotton, jute, iron and steel. All A, B, C are correct. Which of the following ports is not situated on the west coast of India? Haldia. Which state is famous for celebrating the Majuli festival? Assam. In India, which organization maintains the national highways? National Highway Authority of India. Select the correct statement. Ribosomes, mitochondria, and lysosomes are found in animal cells. Which of the following expression is correct regarding the gross fiscal deficit? Gross fiscal deficit is equal to net borrowing at home plus borrowing from RBI plus borrowing from abroad. Who was the last king of Songha dynasty? Devabhuti. Who received the Nobel Prize for his research in the stereochemistry of organic molecules and reaction in 1975? Vladimir Prelog. Which of the following was the debutant team in the ICC Women's T20 World Cup 2020? Thailand. Which social media platform's plea against Sammon's Delhi Assembly was rejected by Supreme Court in July 2021? Facebook. Lake Victoria is in which of the following countries? Tanzania, Uganda, and Kenya. Which hill is a part of Meghalaya Plateau? Jaintia Hills. Prajwala Challenge, a nationwide initiative to provide a platform to thoughtful minds to bring about change, was launched by Ministry of Rural Development. Ishwar Prasad is associated with which of the following Indian classical dance? Kathak. Who founded Lucknow Gharana of Kathak? Ishwar Prasad. Which of the following cities was sacked by victorious armies after the Battle of Talikota? Vijayanagar. Which 5-year plan aimed to increase the rapid growth in food grains production? 7 5-year plan. In which month of 2021 was the All India Survey on Migrant Workers under the overall guidance of an expert group came into effect? April. As per the census of 2011, what is the density of population of India? Answer is option 3, 382 persons per kilometer square. Who was the first Indian to qualify for covenanted service? Satyendra Nath Tagore. The first Women Cricket World Cup was hosted by which of the following countries? England. Plant varieties like bamboo, epiphytes, aini, semul, guttal, and mundan are found in which type of Indian forest? Moist tropical forest. Ustad Hasu Khan was one of the founders of which of the following gharanas of music? Bollywood. Dry ice, ammonium chloride, naphthalene balls, and camphor, all these compounds are an example of sublimable substances. The Supreme Court of India came into existence on 26 January 1950. Khan Bahadur led the revolt of 1857 from Bareilly, which was the first country to incorporate fundamental duties in its constitution? USSR. Theoretical foundation of Bharatanatyam has been founded in which of these sastras? Natya Sastra. Which tunnel has been built with ultra-modern specification with the Pirpanjal range of the Himalayas at an altitude of 3000 meters above mean sea level? Atal Tunnel. In which 5-year plan was the Jawahar Rozgar Yojana started? 7th. Identify the element that does not belong to the period 6 of modern periodic table. Silicon. The Prime Minister in August 2021 announced the fortification of rice distribution under various government schemes, including the public distribution system and midday meal scheme by the year 2024. From which country were the directive principle of state policy of Indian Constitution borrowed? Ireland. The national poverty line for 2011 to 12 was estimated at rupees 816 per capita per month for rural areas of India. The 10-day festival of Basar Dasara is associated with which Indian state? Chhattisgarh. Which group of kingdom Animalia has unsegmented bilateral symmetrical soft bodies with a triploblastic construction comprising 3 layers of cells and lacking column, skeleton, and anus? Platyhelminths. How many classes of Indian society are mentioned in Megasthenes' book Indica? 7. Lanthanides are often called rare earth elements. Which of the following hills is a part of Western Ghats? Andamalai Hills. Major Dhyanchand Khel Ratna Award 2022, which was presented by President of India Draupadi Murmu on 30th November 2022, was given to Sarat Kamal. The Patadulkars migrated from the Gujarat region to Vijayanagar state. They were silk weavers. With which of the following Government of India acts did the Montagu Chelmsford reforms introduce diarchy in the provinces? Government of India Act 1919. Who among the following was the first non-European to win a Nobel Prize in 1913 in literature for his work Gitanjali? Rabindranath Tagore. Ramkrishna Talukdar received the Sanginata Academy Award in 2018 for his contribution to the Satriya dance form. To which state this dance form belong? Assam. According to the World Meteorological Organization report during 2010-12, the highest registered said temperature of 58 degrees Celsius was recorded at Al-Ziza, Libya. Select the Indian musician who is associated with percussion instrument. Pandit Ayodhya Prasad. Rovers Cup is associated with which game? Football. Article 323 of the Indian Constitution deals with the reports of Public Services Commission. Which of the following statement is correct regarding cell membrane? Only one, that is, the membrane is selectively permeable to some molecules present on either side of it. How many substitute players are there in beach volleyball team? 0. Identify the incorrect statement in the context of microfinance institution in India. A microfinance loan should be linked with a lien on the deposit account of the borrower. The Indian Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change notified the e-waste management rules in 2022. These rules are supposed to come into force from 1st April 2023. Jawaharlal Nehru was the chairman of the Planning Commission, when the first 5-year plan was formulated in India. In the self-help group, the loan and saving decisions are taken by the group members. As per the announcement made by the Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan in August 2021, the duration of Samagra Shiksha Scheme 2 is from 1st April 2021 to 31st March 2026. According to Kautilya's Arthashastra, the commanding officer of the cavalry in the Maurya administration was known as Ashwadaksa. Dongri festival of Himachal Pradesh is primarily celebrated by which religious community? Hindu. Arjun Singh Durve was conferred the Padma Shri in 2022 for his contribution to the Baika dance form of which state? Madhya Pradesh. Which of the soluble fibers found in fruits is used as a thickener in cooking and baking? Pectin. Vajuvar is one of the style of which Indian classical dance form? Bharatnatyam. Who was the Mughal emperor during the Third Battle of Panipat? Shah Alam II. The Champaran Satyagraha took place in 1917. According to the Köppen scheme, which type of climate is denoted by the letter E in India? Polar type. When did Carl Friedrich Gauss and Wilhelm Edward Weber invent the world's first electromagnetic telegraph? 1833. Who among the following was one of the founders of Ranumai Masdayasnan Sabha or Religious Reform Association? Dadabhai Nauroji. In which of the following cities of British India was Lata Mangeshkar born? Indore. When did India first win the first World Cup title in hockey? 1975. Which of the following periods is known as the period of population explosion in India? 1951 to 1981. Which of the following is not one of the scenarios of National Digital Education Architecture (NDAR) launched by the Government of India in 2021? Develop Learn. Which form of leucoplast specializes in oil synthesis and storage and is mainly found in the layer of cells in pollen grains that develop pollen grains? Elioplast. Which of the following statements are correct regarding the state executive? A and B. Article 152 of the Indian Constitution states, unless the context otherwise requires, the expression state does not include Jammu and Kashmir. The 7th Constitutional Amendment Act has provided for the appointment of the same person as governor for 2 or more states. The East-West Corridor connects which of the following cities? Silchar and Porbandar. The center of a cyclone is a calm area. It is called the Eye of the Storm. The feature of fundamental duties in the Indian Constitution is adopted from which of the following countries? Soviet Union, USSR. The Nehru Trophy boat race was organized by which of the following state? Kerala. As mentioned in the Government of India's Economic Survey 2022-23, Aadhaar is a essential tool for social delivery of how many central schemes as notified under Section 7 of the Aadhaar Act 2016? 318. Which suffix is used when the CHO group is attached to a carbon atom of a ring or a ring system or to a heteroatom? Carbaldehyde. As per the census data, what was the density of population in India in 2011? 382 persons per square kilometer. Who among the following was the Maharana of Mewar and composed a book of music called Sangeet Ras? Maharana Kumbha. How many silver medal was won by India in Tokyo Paralympic 2020? 8. Match the column. Option 4. Alkali metals. 1. Alkaline earth metal. 2. Halogens. 17. Noble gas. 18. Pectin, which is responsible for the firmness and softness of fruits, is mainly composed of which acid unit? Galacturonic acid. Sporophyte stage is dominant in which plant group? Vascular plants. The country can improve its balance of payment by devaluation when the sum of elasticity of demand for exports and imports is greater than unity. Chennai Super Kings became India's first sports unicorn, with its market cap have touched a high of Rs 7,600 crores as of 30 January 2022. Which of the following committees was constituted to study the issues and concerns in the microfinance institution in 2010? Milligam Committee. India borrowed the DPSP from the Irish Constitution. Tamladu is a festival celebrated by the Buddhist community of which Indian state? Arunachal Pradesh. Iron mines in Jharkhand attributed to the rise of which of the following kingdoms in ancient India? Magadha. Which of the following statement is incorrect about granite? It is the most common sedimentary rock. Ludi is a folk dance of which of the following state of India? Punjab. Commonwealth Games 2022 was held in Birmingham. Back to Vedas was the slogan of which reform movement? Arya Samaj. Which among the following statements about judicial review in India are correct? A and C only. That is, judicial review means that the court of law have the power of testing the validity of legislative as well as other governmental action with reference to the provision of the Constitution. C. The power of judicial review is significantly vested upon the High Court and the Supreme Court of India. The Ministry of Education (MOE) in February 2022 approved a new scheme, New India Literacy Program for the next 5 years to cover all the aspects of adult education to align with the National Education Policy (NEP). According to India State of Forest Report 2019, what is the total forest cover in India? 21.67%. Ras Leela, recognized as one of the classical dance forms of India, belong to which of the following state? Manipur. The viceroy who took great interest in the restoration and protection of historical monuments was Lord Curzon. The Amara Nayakas were military commanders in the Vijayanagar Empire. What is the color of the flame when unsaturated hydrocarbons burn? Yellow. The Jal Kranti Abhiyan was launched by which government during the financial year 2015 to 2016? Government of India. Who among the following Supreme Court judges was in news in 2022 for rescuing himself from hearing a plea against the ED chief tenure extension? Justice S.K. Kaul. Guru Sasadhar Acharya was awarded Padma Shri in 2020 for his contribution in which of the following fields? Folk dance. Which of the following musician is associated with the musical instrument santoor? Pandit Shiv Kumar Sharma. What is the atomicity of chlorine? Diatomic. How many elected members are there in the Legislative Assembly of Telangana till December 2022? 119. In the year 2022, the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare announced a national suicide prevention strategy to reduce suicide mortality rate by 10% by 2030. Road nuts is famous in which of the following states? Chhattisgarh. Who, being the Commander-in-Chief of the Indian Armed Force, takes the salute of various regiments of the Armed Force during the march past of the occasions of Republic Day? President of India. Famous poet and playwright Raja Sekhar was the court poet in the court of which of the following Pratihar kings? Mahindrapal. In which year did an English scientist named Michael Faraday discover benzene in illuminating gas? 1825. In the later Vedic period, which of the following varnas were mainly engaged in the farming, animal husbandry, and trade? Vaishya. Identify the meaning of continentality. Very hot during summers and very cold during winters. Where and when was the first Khelo India University Games held? Odisha, 2020. By November 2021, how many cities have been identified for ring roads under Phase 1 of Bharatmala project to reduce traffic in various cities across India? 28. Which species of mangrove tree found in the Sundarbans of India and Bangladesh is scientifically known as Heritera-formes? Sundari. Who introduced the zamindari settlement as a measure of land revenue administration? Lord Cornwallis. Who among the following is the second Grand Master of India after Viswanathan Anand? Divyendu Barua. Prime Minister's Employment Generation Program scheme was launched by which Ministry of the Government of India? Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprise. The Indian Constitution originally consisted of 395 articles. Which cells, also called Neuri lemma cells, are the main glial cells in the PNS and plays an essential role in the survival and functions of neurons? Schwann cells. As per dietary guidelines recommended by physicians, are for cholesterol intake in healthy adults and children above 4 years of age 300 mg per day. On 21 November 2022, who assumed charges as the new Election Commissioner of India? Arun Goel. Which of the following is not one of the characteristics of the new agriculture strategy? Use of organic manures. Who among the following is a Nobel laureate, also known as the father of microfinance system? Muhammad Yunus. In 1905, Lord Curzon, the Viceroy of India, announced the partition of Bengal. Who among the following is appointed as the new Attorney General for India in September 2022? R. Venkatramani. Non-tax revenue is a part of revenue receipt. In which biosphere reserve is the largest endangered marine mammal dugong? Dugong, dugongs, and sea turtles are also found. Gulf of Mannar Biosphere Reserve. In which year census is the 15th National Census Survey conducted by the Census Organization of India? 2011. Which of the following is the only rock railway in India that was declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2005? Nilgiri Mountain Railway. In which of the following sports, apart from volleyball, do players make use of the screen technique? Basketball. Which player led India at the Women's Hockey Asia Cup in Muscat, which was held in January 2022? Savita Punia. In how many agroclimate zones has Tamil Nadu been classified? 7. The President of India, Rajendra Prasad, inaugurated Sangeet Nata Academy on 28 January 1953. In which year did Walter Fleming coin the term chromatin for the stain substance found in the cell nucleus? 1879. In which of the following Indian state is Makar Sankranti celebrated by the name of Magha Sazi? Himachal Pradesh. Who among the following was the flag bearer of the Indian contingent at the opening ceremony of the Asian Games 2018? Neeraj Chopra. Which is the largest dune formation in India? Dehradun. What do you understand by dual citizenship as in case of the US? Citizenship of a country along with that of a constituent state where one resides or born. The first phase of the Green Revolution was restricted largely to two crops and the region where they are grown. Which of the following pairs best represents these two crops? Wheat and rice. As per physicists and their major contribution or discoveries, which of the following pair is incorrect? Po, direct, liquid, helium. In December 2022, who among the following was elected as the first woman president of the Indian Olympic Association? P.T. Usha. What was the period of Harshvardhana's reign? 606 CE to 647 CE. Padma Bhushan awardee Guru Vempati Chinna Satyam was a renowned guru for which of the following classical dance form? Kuchipuri. Famous dance personality Kelly Saran Mohapatra is associated with which of these dance form? Odissi. While historians use the term Vijayanagar Empire, and contemporaries of this empire describe it as the Karnataka Samrajya. Which article of the Indian Constitution empowers the Supreme Court to review its own judgment or orders? Article 137. For the political education of the people at the local level, who brought the resolution on local self-government? Lord Ripon. When was the International Day for the Elder Persians 2021 celebrated? 1st October. Which of the following element has variable valency? Iron. The Hindu Mahasabha was founded as a response to Muslim fundamentalism. In which year? 1915. Brahmo Samaj was founded by whom? Rajaram Mohan Roy. Who among the following, along with her close associates, started the secret Congress radio during the Quit India movement? Usha Mehta. Which Kushana ruler was famous in history as a great patron of Buddhism and organized the Fourth Buddhist Council? Kanishka. Akam Lakshmi Devi, a recipient of the Sangeet Nata Academy Award, is renowned for which of the following dances? Manipuri. Why can you not see objects in a dim light room when you come out from a brightly light room? The iris contacts the pupil to allow less light to enter the eye. Guru Bipin Singh is associated with which of these dance forms? Manipuri. Which of the following is the correct duration of financial year 2022 to 23 in India? 1st April 2022 to 31st March 2023. Which of the following pairs of the countries are going to host 2022 FIBA Volleyball Women's World Championship? Poland and Netherlands. According to traditional Indian seasons, which of the following seasons occur in the month of November to December? Hemant season. According to the World Bank, what was the density of the population of Sri Lanka in 2020? 354 persons per square kilometer. Which of the following is found in plant cells only? Cell wall. Which Mughal ruler contributed to the revolt of 1857? Bahadur Shah II. Which of the following states presented the child budget for the first time in March 2022 as a part of their annual financial plan? Madhya Pradesh. Which of the following perennial rivers is 720 km long and originates in the Himalayas in flow through Kemba of Himachal Pradesh? Ravi River. The Rourkela steel plant was set up in collaboration with Germany in which state of India? Odisha. The governor of an Indian state before entering upon his office takes an oath or affirmation before? The Chief Justice of the High Court exercising jurisdiction in relations to the state. In 2022, the Government of India urged people to hoist or display the tricolor in their homes from August 13th to 15th to celebrate Independence Day. Which of the following combinations of animal and area they are found in is incorrect? Orangutan, Caribbean island. Who among the following is an exponent of the classical instrument santoor? Pandit Shiv Kumar Sharma. The given equation provides the property of the motion of an object traversing a circular path. What is V in this equation? Speed. In hockey, long corner is awarded if the ball goes over the back line after last being touched by a defender. The Social Justice and Empowerment Ministry of India, which caters to the welfare of the backward classes and those with disabilities, saw 12% increase in the allocation in the budget 2022-23. The term of trade refers to the ratio between export prices and import prices. Article 40 of the Constitution of India says that the state shall take steps to organize panchayats and endow them with such powers and authority as may be necessary to enable them to function as a unit of self-government. Which of the following is a disability screening mobile app developed by NCERT launched in Delhi schools to screen students with suspected disabilities? Prashas. Part 3 of the Indian Constitution and lists how many groups of fundamental rights? 6. What was the prime target for the first 5-year plan of India? Development of agriculture. Which of the following is the largest lake in India? Vembanan Lake. Indian Olympic Association was formed in the year 1927. Which of the following statement is false? Valine is a non-essential amino acid and it is synthesized in the human body. The first Paralympic Games were held in Rome. Which of the following is not one of the scheduled public sector bank in India? Bandhan Bank. When was a comprehensive dispatch on education called Wood's Dispatch on Education sent? 1854. In September 2021, the Pension Fund Regulatory and Development Authority increased the entry age for the National Pension System NPS from 65 years to 70 years. Which was the first petrochemical company in India? Indian Petrochemical Corporation Limited. In January 2023, Union Minister of Education and Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Dharmendra Pradhan, along with Minister for Railway, Communication, Electronics and Information Technology, Ashwini Vaishnav, successfully tested Bar OS, a made-in-India mobile operating system developed by IIT Madras. Padma Bhushan awardee Alarmel Valley, who is renowned for Bharatnatyam, is also an exponent of which of the following dance form? Odissi dance. In 1808, whose work provided a physical picture of how compounds are formed by the combination of two or more different types of atoms? John Dalton. Which of the following can make provisions for ancillary powers of the Supreme Court? Parliament of India. Aruna Sairam, T.M. Krishna and Gayatri Girish are associated with which form of music? Carnatic music. Which edition of India International Trade Fair took place in the year 2021? 40th. Kathak is found in 3 distinct forms called Gharanas, named after the cities where the Kathak dance tradition evolved. Name those 3 cities. Jaipur, Banaras and Lucknow. In 2021, which financial institution entered into a collaboration with Google India Private Limited for piloting on a social media lending program with financial assistance up to 1 crore at subsidized interest rates? SIDBI. In a particular trophy level, how is a standing crop measured? As a biomass. In early 19th century, who demonstrated that there are 14 space lattices or regularly repeating arrangement of points in space that differ in symmetry and geometry? Auguste Bravais. Anir, Panjara and Wagur are the tributaries of which river? Tapi River. Karsondas Mulsi and Dadoba Pandurang were associated with Paramhansa Mandali, which worked against evils like caste system and encouraged widow remarriage. The main chief social unit of the Aryans was Jana. Who among the following was the founder of Bahmani Sultanate, who took the title of Bahman Shah after his accession to the throne? Alauddin Hassan. Match the column as per census 2011. Kerala, highest sex ratio. Haryana, lowest sex ratio. Goa, highest percentage share of urban population. who founded the Tattva Bodhini Sabha that was set up to explore spiritual truths. Debendranath Tagore. In which method of cooking is food heated slowly over a source of heat and cooked by high heat and air convention depending on the position of the food in relation to the fire. Speed roasting. In which of the following animal phyla is the body divided into head, thorax, and abdomen? Arthropoda. Which state has the first female governor in independent India? Uttar Pradesh. Who among the following was the head of the Diwan-e-Insha department under the Delhi Sultanate? Dabar-e-Khash. Which is the correct sequence of oceans according to size? Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, Antarctic Ocean. In which year did Anton Lavoisier publish Method of Chemical Nomenclature, which included the rules for naming chemical compounds that are still in use today? 1787. At the 108th Indian Science Congress concluded that Rashtra Sant Tughjoti Maharaj, Nagpur University on 7 January 2023, who among the following won the Dr. C.V. Raman Birth Centenary Award? Professor Neil Ranjan. On the occasion of National Youth Day on 12 January 2023, also known as Vivekananda Jayanti, the Government of India gave awards to the 82 of the best entrepreneurs of the country. Identify the option that arranges the following state literacy rate in descending order according to Census 2011. Kerala, Himachal Pradesh, and Haryana. Under statutory liquidity ratio, commercial banks are required to keep a fraction of total demand and term deposit in form of liquid assets. Deepika Palikal is associated with squash. Nor'wester are dreaded evening thunderstorms seen in Bengal and Assam. Which of the following institution was set up in 1982 in order to streamline credit facilities to farmers at a national level? NABARD. Who was the winner of ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2021? Australia. Bortal dance is famous in Assam. In November 2022, which of the following Union Ministers has launched a month-long campaign titled Nahi Chhetna Pehal Badlav Ki, a community-led national campaign against gender-based discrimination? Odisha. Hindustani vocalist Pandit M. Venkatesh Kumar was awarded which of the following awards in 2022? Kalidas Samman. Which of the following element is highly effective for making a permanent magnet? Steel. Which of the four Vedas contain a collection of magic spells and charms to fend off evil spirits and diseases? Atharva Ved. Which article of the Indian Constitution deals with right against exploitation? Article 23. By which of the following act was bicameral legislature introduced in India at the central level? Government of India Act of 1919. The National Highway Authority of India was operationalized in which year? 1995. How many times in a year is the Bihu festival celebrated in Assam? 3 times. Which of the following groups of classical dancers is related to Kathak? Sitara Devi, Saraswati Sen, and Urmila Nagar. In In January 2022, the legislative bill providing 30% reservation to women in state government jobs has been approved by Uttarakhand Governor Lieutenant General Gurmeet Singh. Butane 2-OL is a secondary alcohol. Indian musician Ravi Shankar won his first Grammy Award in 1968 for Best Chamber Music Performance for which of the following works done by him? West meets East. Which of the following rivers does not flow in Kerala state? Pennar. Celebrated every year, the Guru Kenucharan Mohapatra Award Festival is named after the famous classical dancer of which of the following dance form? Odissi. Under which constitutional amendment, the state shall provide free and compulsory education to all children from the age of 6 to 14. 86 Constitutional Amendment Act. The outermost cover of plant cells is or are known as cell wall. Guru Vayur Ekadasi is the cultural festival of which Indian state? Kerala. The western cyclonic disturbance originates over the Mediterranean Sea. Who, along with Arthur Compton, received the Nobel Prize in 1927 for the development of the cloud chamber for the detection of charged particles? Charles Wilson. Which article of the Indian Constitution empowers the Parliament to establish additional courts for better administration of law made by it? Article 247. Census in India was first started under Lord Mayo in the year 1872, who wrote Give to Monotheists in Persian to denounce the belief in many gods. Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Identify an organism that exhibits metagenesis. Obelia. Magadha Mahajanpada was surrounded by the rivers Ganga and Son. Lai Harauba is the earliest form of which of the following classical dances of India? Manipuri. Who among the following became the first fast bowler to take up captaincy of the Australian men's test side full-time in November 2021? Pat Cummins. Small-scale units are differentiated from large-scale units on the basis of the amount of investment. Where did IISCO, Indian Iron and Steel Company, set up its first factory? Hirapur. The number of flights in a 110-meter hurdle is 10. Which of the following countries won the highest number of gold in Paralympic 2020? China. Primarily under whose persuasion did Mahatma Gandhi visit Champaran to understand the problems of peasants? Rajkumar Shukla. Which state assembly passed a resolution to create a legislative council in 2021? West Bengal. Which of the following is an example of revenue receipt of the government? GST collected by the government. He was a Delhi Sultan who started the practice of Sijda and Paibos in the court. Who was he? Ghiyasuddin Balban. Who among the following Indian music director, specially known as leading drummer of India, was awarded the Padma Shri in 2019? Sivamani. The Jeonpa Lekso is a welcome dance of Bhutan. Following in order of 16 July 2021, the Supreme Court of India introduced an electronic system named FASTER in November 2021, through which its crucial decision can be communicated electronically to prison authorities and investigating agencies. Select the correct statement from the given option. There is very little temperature difference between day and night in the coastal areas of Kerala. By what name did Alauddin Khilji build his capital? Siri. Narali Purnima marks the end of monsoon season in which Indian state? Maharashtra. The law is a folk dance of which Indian state? Goa. The policy of dual system of government of Bengal was the brainchild of which Governor General? Lord Clive. Identify the odd one out. White Revolution. In which of the following years did the Indian Premier League begin? 2008. The FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup 2022 was hosted by India. In which state is the Gorumara National Park located? West Bengal. Mrinalini Vikram Sarabhai, the Bharatanatyam legend, was also recognized for which of the following dance forms? Kathakali. In which period is the first inspirational example of the practice of sati found? Gupta. Choose the correct set of the names for the organic compounds in the given figures. Option 2, furan, pyridine, and thiopinin. In 1942, the British government sent the Cripps mission to India. Which state ranked first among the 18 large and mid-sized states with population of over 1 crore each in justice delivery in India as per the second edition of India Justice Report? Maharashtra. What is the duty of the Chief Minister as mentioned under Article 167 of the Indian Constitution? Communication of all decisions of the Council of Ministers to the Governor. Which water-soluble pigment belonging to a phenolic group is present in pomegranate, eggplant, black carrots, and red cabbage? Anthocyanins. Match the column. Answer: option 3, 1, D, 2, C, 3, B, and 4, A. Which article of the Indian Constitution prohibits religious instruction in any state-funded educational institution? Article 28. Which of the following is not an example of factor payment? Pension. Which is the largest container port in India? Jawaharlal Nehru Port. Which sport person was named by homegrown firma Major Lupin Limited as a brand ambassador for its Shakti campaign in 2022? Mary Kom. Which physical unit is defined as the field intensity which produces 1 Newton of force per ampere per meter of conductor? Tesla. Which actinide, discovered by Glenn T. Seaborg in 1940, is used as a heat source for sensitive electrical components in satellites as well as power source for satellites? Plutonium. The Jagannath Temple in Puri depicts which Indian classical dance form? Odissi. Who among the following IPS officers in 2023 is one of the first women officers to become Director General of Police in Punjab? Shashi Prabha Dwivedi. A natural process of mechanical disintegration or chemical decomposition of the rocks of the crust of the earth by certain physical and chemical essences of the atmosphere is known as weathering. In T20 cricket matches, a bowler can bowl a maximum of 4 overs. Who among the following served the shortest tenure as the Prime Minister of India? Chandrasekhar. In which year India won gold in men's hockey in the Olympic Games? 1980. Name the longest highway single-tube tunnel that reduces the travel time and overall distance between Manali and Keilong. Atal Tunnel. Which institution launched the self-help group bank linkage program in 1992 to 93? NABARD. In February 2022, West Bengal government launched an open-air classroom program for students from class 1 to 7 by the name Padhai Shiksha Laya. Ricky Case won his third Grammy Award in 2023 for which of the following albums? Divine Tides. The Gulf of Khambat, the Gulf of Kutch, and Sundarbans region provides ideal condition for utilizing tidal energy in India. The Lomas Rishi Cave, which is a man-made cave, is located in which state of India? Bihar. Commercialization of agriculture is an indication of marketable surplus. The first day of the Tamil calendar on 14 April is celebrated as Puthando. Identify an endoparasite found in animals. Flatworms. The compound in which a hydroxy group OH is attached to a saturated carbon atom which has 2 other carbon atoms attached to it is called secondary alcohol. Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan, Padma Vibhushan awardee Guru Kenu Charan Mohapatra was instrumental in reviving which of the following classical dances? Odissi. Which of the following is mentioned in the preamble of the Constitution of India? Liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship. Who among the following wrote Anand Med, from where India's national song Vande Mataram has been taken? Bankim Chandra Chatterjee. In September 2022, who among the following was appointed as the Chief of Defence Staff of India? General Anil Chauhan. According to the Census of India 2011, which state of India has the highest Hindu population percentage of the total population? Himachal Pradesh. The characteristic garlicky odor of garlic is due to sulfur. Who among the following revolted against Balban, Sultan of Delhi, and declared himself an independent ruler of Bengal in 1279? Tongril Beg. Which of the following organization was established in 1885? Indian National Congress. Which committee recommended the formation of a new category of NBFC, that is non-banking financial company microfinance institution? Maligam Committee. Herod Domar growth model is known for highlighting the role of saving and investments, which 5-year plan in India was based on this model. First 5-year plan. Fundamental duties are statutory and not enforceable by law, but are taken into account by the courts while adjudicating any matter. When did Mendeleev invent the periodic table, ordering the symbols of the chemical elements according to their atomic weight? 1869. The FIFA World Cup 2026 will be hosted by Canada, USA, and Mexico. Ethanoic acid is a synonym for which acidic liquid used in kitchens around the world as a basic seasoning in the preparation and cooking of certain food. Vinegar. Who among the following devised a policy that came to be known as the doctrine of lapse? Lord Dalhousie. Sonal Mansingh, Padma Bhushan, Padma Vibhushan awardee, is an accomplished dancer of which of the following dances in addition to the Bharatanatyam? Odissi. In which of the following cities is the Kuwait Al-Islam Mosque situated? Delhi. Mati Akwara is associated with which of the following classical dances of India? Satriya. Which of the following scheme is available to people in the age group of 18 to 50 years and provides risk coverage of 2 lakh in case of death of the insured due to any reasons at an annual premium of 436 rupees? Pradhan Mantri Jivan Jyoti Bima Yojana. Chittaranjan Das, along with Motilal Nehru, set up the Swaraj Party in 1923 to contest the election. Who among the following became the first Indian to be invited to perform at the prestigious Lynn called Center Hall in the United States of America? Bismillah Khan. Identify the sealed glass vacuum tube containing an electron beam that is focused on a phosphor-coated glass screen when light is emitted. Cathode ray tube. Which is the oldest aluminium refinery plant in India? The Muri Alumina Plant. The Rajgir Zoo is located in which of the following states? Bihar. The word direct free kick is related to which of the following sports? Football. Pare Bharat reading campaign launched by the Department of School Education and Literacy to support and encourage children to read for a joyful learning experience started on January 1st, 2022 for a period of 100 days. Swachh Bharat Mission is associated with which public figure? Mahatma Gandhi. In December 2021, the Asian Development Bank approved a $500 million loan to the Government of India to help improve the quality of the country's school education and mitigate the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on the students' learning. Till which year did the High Court of Delhi continue to exercise jurisdiction over Himachal Pradesh? 1971. Which ecologist is famous for studying plant life in the Indiana Dunes in 1896? Henry Chandler Coles. The layer of earth that separates the crust from the core is mantle. Iron Age is so named because during this time, iron mostly replaced bronze in implements and weapons beginning in the Middle East and Southeast Europe. Which country celebrate one of the famous festivals known as Paro Shechu? Bhutan. The Sivaroi Hills are located in which state of India? Tamil Nadu. In India, who among the following has the power to pardon, reprieve or commute the punishment of any criminal? President. The Nala Charitam play is associated with which Indian dance form? Satriya. The President of which country attended the first Republic Day celebration of India as its chief guest? Indonesia. Which of the following pair of compound melting point is correct? Both 1 and 2, that is acetic acid 290 Kelvin, ethanol 156 Kelvin. In India, what type of unemployment is created due to lack of employable skills among the educated youth in India? Educated unemployment. Indian boxers Nikhat Zarin 52 kg and Nitu 48 kg won gold medal at the 73rd Stranja Memorial Boxing Tournament held in Sofia, Bulgaria in February 2022. Who was associated with the foundation of Fergusson College? Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Name the Bhakti saint from South India who was initially a Jaina and minister in the court of Chalukya king in the 12th century. Basavana. Which amendment of Indian Constitution removed the right to property from the list of fundamental rights? 44th Amendment. Who was the founder of Banaras Gharana of Kathak? Janaki Prasad. What happens to the curd cell when water flows into them? Stomatal pores open. The question consists of two statements, namely assertion and reason. Use them to choose the correct alternative. Assertion A. During the British rule, India's exports exceeded the imports, leading to surplus of balance of trade. Reasoner. The surplus of balance of trade was used for growth and development of India. A is true, R is false. The Mauryan pillar capital found at Sarnath is popularly known as the Lion Capital. How many engines drive PM Gati Shakti, a project launched by the central government with an aim to revolutionize infrastructure in India? 7. Where is the National Dope Testing Laboratory located? New Delhi. Pandit Ramnarayan was associated with which of the following instruments? Sarangi. In January 2022, the Supreme Court conferred daughters with equal rights to the father's property even prior to codification of Hindu personal laws and enactment of the Hindu Succession Act in 1956. Who coined the term zeroth law of thermodynamics in 1931, which asserts that two bodies in equilibrium with a third are in equilibrium with each other? Ralph H. Fowler. Which of the following is not included in capital receipt? Taxes. What is the name of the portal launched by the government in 2022 that aims to ease the loan application and disbursement process by the applicant? Jan Samart. In which year did Narendra Modi propose to celebrate a day for yoga as International Day of Yoga while speaking at the United Nations General Assembly? 2014. What will happen if the difference in pressure in Tahiti was negative? Below average and late monsoon. In which year was an approach and program named Joint Forest Management (JFM) launched in the context of National Forest Policy? 1988. Which session of Congress and Muslim League reached an understanding of creating a joint front against the British regime? Lucknow.